Hello, guys, and welcome back to another video. Hello, Mr. Gameplay. How are you doing? We are back again with another video. How are you feeling, guys? We look at what happened in the Champions League. Like we said, only a few managers managed to make it out of the four we had. Oh, let me just say, the majority made it, except of one club. And as you can see, the manager is not even raising his own hand because he knows that he messed up. He literally messed up. But anyway, we'll cover that as we go on through the show. So, yes, I am back again with another video. This is the Football Connector. I'm your host, Sam. How are you feeling? Hello, Mr. Anthony. How are you, say? How's everything? And what do you think about the Champions League? Manchester United are officially out. They are out. That's where we stand now. I wish Lewis was there. Now we are going to be looking at the Champions League, guys. Just looking at the Champions League and talking about how it was. And they say only over Lampard. That's crazy. Those people are crazy. That they're drinking things that we don't even know they exist in this world. That's just the fact. They're just doing crazy stuff. Anyway, so that's where we are now, guys. The Champions League is over in terms of the group stages. Let me just say, the Champions League is over for this season. We are officially done. The teams that have made it to the round of 16, we will be there, and the teams that has failed to actually go anywhere, they'll go to the Europa, and those who didn't even do anything will just go back where they're coming from. That's just the fact of it. And if any of other people's supporters or any team you're supporting, if your team is not there, then forget about it. That's just the fact of the matter. Your team is out. Anyway, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. What did you think about the Champions League group stage? Which team has, let me just say, was the performed well in the Premier League, and which team can you say surprised you, and which team disappointed you? Let me just say that in out of the four. I'm curious to hear. Have you seen who the team can who have you seen who the teams can get in terms of what, like the round of 16? They've already made a draw. I haven't seen that yet. Is it out already, the Champions League draw? Isn't it that they will say they'll set up the group, then they see which teams face the other one? I'm not really sure. I haven't seen any information on that. Is it out though? Can you let me know in the comment section if it is out? I'm not really sure. One thing that we know is that the Champions League is finished. Who's facing who? I haven't seen any information on that. But what we know is that the round of 16 will be played in, let me just say, in February. Yeah, it'll be played in February. But also, on top of that, just a reminder, United is going to join the round of 32 in the Europa Champions League, where the Arsenal fans are, and you know, the Arsenal hierarchy, all of them, they're going to be that side. And are really, really excited to be adding more new personnel into their squad, if I may say. They are really, really excited. I can't wait to see what happens, that's for sure. But they are really, really excited. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you expect? Or possible team. I haven't seen that one. I will do try to check it anyway. I haven't seen that one. Okay, yeah, the draw is not yet out yet. I haven't seen that one. Maybe I'll check it. Let's see. Oh, teams and the round of 16 in the Champions League. Let's see if they've done anything interesting here already. Champions League. Who Chelsea can face who, and who can does who? That's what they're talking about here. Frank Lampard awaits. Yes, we all wait. We're waiting for all of that as well. It seems like this is a Chelsea thing and not anything else. But anyway, we're gonna be talking about a lot of things here, guys. Just looking at the teams as a whole, which teams surprised us that we didn't expect to see in the Champions League, but they made it anyway, and the teams that were totally just west of air. Let me just say that. Totally west of air. Okay, let me hear. I will send it to your Instagram if you want. Please do so. Please do so. Like I said, the Football Connect is our Instagram name. Just send it right now. We can actually look at it so that maybe we analyze it maybe tomorrow or something or whatever we do, but we will analyze it if you send it to the Instagram. It becomes easy for us to look at it. So we're gonna be looking at the teams, guys, that have made it in the rounds of 16. So the fixtures, the games, they just look at from yesterday. So all the team games that were played this week, Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're looking at Borussia Dortmund won, and Club Brugge did draw with Lazio. Juventus beat Barcelona. It was a crazy game. I did watch along that. Dynamo won. Leipzig won against Manchester United in an interesting game, which was a controversial game as well. That, in my case, was not a penalty, but we want to touch that one, or United fans will freak. I'm talking about you, Lewis. Anyway, let's continue. Chelsea. Okay, that was a 1-1 draw. Reims versus Sevilla. Sevilla won by 3-1, which gave them a definite qualification. Atalanta beat Ajax today to qualify as the number 2, the runners-up to Liverpool. Liverpool played with Midtjylland today, and they drew 1-1 we in a weird way penalty, but we are not gonna talk about that because that's the past. So the PSG game was supposed to be played yesterday, but out of some racist things and whatever that happened, incidents, it was postponed to today. And these guys they did play, and PSG won by 5-1. What an interesting game that they were playing, guys. And Bayern Munich played Lokomotiv Moscow and beat it by 2-0. Salzburg played against Atletico Madrid. And guess who won? And guess who won? You know it. You know it. Let me hear what Mr. Lewis is saying. We are so bad, and she. And he knows we are. Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, thank you for that, Mr. Anthony. I'll be waiting for that one as well. So, the other games that were played as well is Salzburg Atletico Madrid, which Atletico Madrid won by 2-0. Real Madrid played against Borussia Glad and they won by 2-0. Inter Milan played against Shakhtar and they drew by nil, which means that Shakhtar and Real Madrid qualified to the next round. Manchester City played against Marseille and they deserved win. They wasted a lot of chance, but they got the victory. Manchester City at the end of the game, so that's good news for them. Olympiacos played against FC Porto, and Porto won by 2-0. That was it. That was the last games. If you were not excited about those, then we just have to deal with that one and try to move on because those were the last games, guys. We won't be seeing any game until next year, February, in the Champions League. When we talk about the Champions League, now they're going to be trying to continue with the domestic leagues like the Carabao, the FA, and stuff like that. But now, with the Champions League, it's done. We're going to be looking at the group stages now, seeing the teams who qualified, how they outclassed the others in the game, 6 games that were played by each and every team in this past 2 or 3 months. I think it was now 3 months now. So we're going to be looking at it, isn't it? I just got up and pop. But okay, Mr. Lewis, I know that you're not really feeling well. I understand. I actually respected you, that's for sure. I couldn't do a video about you guys, but I did watch the last 10 minutes of your game in the Juventus Barcelona game. You can check it out if you're interested in that. But yeah, I don't know. That one we'll talk about it when we are talking about the Premier League show tomorrow. So that's all we can say. Let's look at the groups, how they finished in the Champions League. So Group A, It was Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, and Salzburg, and the Lokomotiv Moscow. So the setup is it's Bayern Munich won 5 of the 6 games that they played, and they drew one. So they got 16 points out of a possible how many? Out of a possible 18 points, and Atletico Madrid got 9 points out of a possible 18 points. So that's actually half of what Bayern Munich got. Oh, yeah, no, half of all the total points, but just close to Atletico. Then Salzburg, which are going to be playing in the Europa League, by the way. That's why you see there's this blue. They've qualified to the Europa League with 4 points, and Lokomotiv Moscow are going back to Mother Russia. That's exactly what is going to happen. It's crazy, right? We don't like it, but that's just the fact of the matter. I feel like now this thing that we call Europa has a lot of people, we are not really interested in. That's what I feel. Anyway, let's continue with this just so that we cover it so fast. Our Group B, we had Real Madrid, which surprisingly finished the number one, Borussia Bangladesh and Shakhtar. Oh, so that's interesting. And Inter Milan. So today, Borussia Blanca, Glampata, something like that. I don't know what you call that. Played against Real Madrid and they lost by 2-0, which gave Manchester Real Madrid an upper hand to finish at the top of the group. So Real Madrid has qualified, guys. They won 3 out of a possible 6 games, and they drew one and they lost two. What a bad performance from Madrid. But if you're gonna have a bad performance, then you qualify. That's a good thing, right? And Borussia, the team that they were playing with, they won two, they drew two, and they lost two. What a bad way. I don't even have to talk about the points that just was. And Shakhtar, the team that will be going to play in the, in the Europa League knockout stages. They also did the same thing like what Borussia Blanca did, but it seems like the other one did so well. And guess what? Out of all the teams in the world, the team that most of the Premier League's players are going that side, I'm talking about most of the Manchester United players went that side. They finish as the last in the group stage. How bad do you have to be as a team to finish that last? I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this. That was so disappointing. It was so disappointing to watch that a team that is Lukaku, Sanchez finish in the bottom four. That is just bad. At least go play Europa. At least they couldn't even do that. That's just so bad for Inter Milan and Conte. That's just so bad. And Group C had Manchester City, Porto, Olympiacos, and Marseille. So Marseille, out of all the games, they had weird games. In fact, Marseille and Olympiacos won the same games, but seems like it was not for them to go anyway. So Manchester City played 6 games, won 5, draw 1, and took 16 out of a possible 18 points. Then FC Porto won 4, draw 1, and lost 1, and they took 13 points out of a possible 18. Then the rest are history. Olympiacos, by the way, we can confirm that they're in the Europa knockout stages, but that's all. That's all. Marseille, I don't even want to talk about. That's just embarrassing to even think about. Embarrassing. Anyway, let's go. Group D, we had Liverpool, Atalanta, Ajax, and the Midtjylland. That's why I think you call it Midtjylland. After a long time watching this team, so I should be good in calling this team. So, like what Porto did, Liverpool finished as the group's winners of this group, and they finished with 13 points, won 4 out of 6, draw 1, lost 1. That's what they did. Atalanta won 3, then draw 2, and lost 1. I remember the one that Atalanta lost. It was a 5-0 thrashing to Liverpool, and I remember the 1-0 that Liverpool lost. It was was it 2 or 3 something to Atalanta loss. So that was bad. Ajax, it seems like they've lost a lot of quality. They need to rebuild again, but now they can go try their luck in the Europa knockout stages. As for Midtjylland, thank you for coming, but it was nice to see you. We continue with the groups without you next year. Now let's go to the next one, which is, of course, Group E. Yeah, Group E, where we had Chelsea, Sevilla, Castanada, and Rennes. So 14 points out of a possible 18 is what Chelsea picked up, and they won 4, draw 2, and lost 9. Sevilla won 4, draw 1, lost 1, and they got 13 points. That's why it is like this. Then Castaneda did so well to be number 3, so they go try their luck in the Europa knockout stages. But that's always for Reigns. Nice to meet you. We'll talk to you when you come back in the Europa again. Some games, some teams that I don't even know their names. I'm just meeting them here in the Champions League. So it's not being rude when you tell them nice to meet you, because it was actually nice to meet them. We didn't know that they play football. Anyway, let's move on. Champions League Group F. We had Borussia Dortmund, which surprisingly finished top. This Champions League is one of the worst, isn't it? The things that we're seeing here, guys, is just unacceptable. We didn't expect to see these teams, but that's what we're dealing with now in the Champions League. Now we no longer have a proper Champions League at all. We have to deal with that and just look elsewhere and just say, oh my God, that's just crazy. But anyway, we will see what happens as we go. Before I go, anyway, it seems like I missed up a comment that came from Lewis. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Okay, it's not yet reflecting here. Yeah, you can check it in the comments though. It's there for you guys. It's just not reflecting here. Seems like he is angry a lot. Anyway, let's go as we are trying now to finish this, guys. So, just to say, Champions League of this season has been the worst. That's for sure. Been the worst. So Borussia finished 1, Lazio 2, and the Club Brugge 3. Those are the only teams that has qualified that on to the Europa. Then the other 2 to the Champions League, and followed by Juventus, who finished 1, and Barcelona 2, same points but won 5 and lost 1-1, which surprisingly was against each other. Juventus who lost 1 when they were playing with Barcelona at their own home, and Barcelona lost 1 when they were playing with Juventus by 3 goals to 0. That's how it was like. And the Dynamo goes to Europa, and the other team, I don't even know where they're going. Let PSG finish top of the group after winning with more goals, and RB Leipzig are gonna be position 2, Manchester City United. So to the United fans, by the way, not being crazy, not being saying anything just to try to push you guys or to make you angry or something like that. See you in the Europa League. See you. That's just it. See you in the Europa League. We look at the last game, which is again, those were the last of the group stages, guys. So, who impressed me? Talking about the Champions League, who really impressed me? In the teams, okay, the team that I was not surprised of their performance was Manchester City and Chelsea. Listen to my words. Manchester City and Chelsea had some of the easiest teams in my book in terms of how I look at it. They were the easiest teams. I don't even know when they've been actually going anywhere in the Champions League. Marseille, you can't even rate them anyway. So that's why I said Manchester City had the easiest group, and the Krasnodar and Rain, it did show that, as well as Chelsea. You just had to give them the game. Then we look at other games now, where the groups were seriously. Now let's start with the Liverpool one. It was not that really big serious, but it was close to seriousness. Where Liverpool had who? They had Atalanta, Ajax, then the other one called Midtjylland. Yes, the other 2 teams are big teams. We're talking about Ajax and we're talking about Atalanta. They've been doing so well, and they deserve the whatever they're getting, because at their own home and everywhere they are, they're performing so well. So that's how they have to respect the team. And then that's how it was. That was just definitely how it was. But Liverpool were able, with a broken Liverpool, let me repeat that, a broken Liverpool was able to prevail and get something in the game, which is always important to do whenever you want to achieve anything. Make sure that you pick up those small points so that you at least show up when you are required to show up. Anyway, the next team that I need to talk about was Manchester United, which in my book was in the group of death. I wanted to show you a comment that I did earlier on where I was actually surprised with their performance, and I did talk about it in another person's chat. I'm not really sure who it is, but I did talk about it. I remember somebody said something yesterday to remind me of my words, and I had to swallow my words. You see what you're making me do, Manchester United? I don't even support you, but you're making it hard, like literally hard for me to support you. That's how you are, making me sweat for me to actually say that I support your team. Oh my God, that's just the life we live now, eh? Anyway, let me see if I can get the information that I'm looking for here so that you can look at it. What a give, what a give. Okay, please, guys, to those who are just joining us, do us a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss when we go live, because we are always live each and every time. Let me see if I found it. Oh, this was. Oh, I'll check that comment later. Okay, seems like I no longer have this. There was a time when I was like, I expected. Oh, yes, I found it. I found it. Okay, let me put my screen here so that you guys can see this. This is what I said. I'm not tripping. I'm not even lying to you. This is exactly what I said. Excited, and I said this. Now I am busy swallowing my words here now. Thank you very much, Manchester United. This is what I said exactly. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see how you can see it. Let me make it. Okay. So after United beat PSG, of course, there was a lot of excitement to all those PSG teams. And this were my words. Look at how many people reacted to it. When the men said that this group was a group of death, I didn't realize they were implying that Manchester United were going to murder, we're going to be murdering everyone else in the group. That's exactly what I said. And a lot of people had whatever that they had to say, talking about 5 zeros, giving their thoughts on this. And now, almost a month ago, doesn't I send this? Now a month later, I'm like to myself, can this just get any better? Can we just go focus on something else? And I'm not even a United support. This is how bad you have made me feel, Manchester United, with your performance, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tactics and whatever he did. You made me, for the first time, to try to be pleasant and try to be realistic as a Liverpool fan, to give all the respect you deserve out there. And you throw it all back into my face. And trust me, I'll never put myself again on the line for you guys, because you disappointed. I thought I was gonna see that spirit, that of the comeback thing that people have been talking about. But guess what? I saw something else yesterday, and I don't even think that was Manchester United. Anyway, guys, I don't have any more time to talk. There's a lot of things that we should have covered. We'll do so cover tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow there's the Premier League show. Champions League is over. We look at the teams that make it to the next stage in the Europa as well tomorrow. So I hope that could be positive news for Leicester anyway. I don't know. But even though United are joining them as well, so it's gonna be interesting, guys. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I've had a small, interesting 23 minutes with you guys talking about all the games and just covering everything that happened in the Champions League. We don't know what's gonna happen from this next, that's for sure. We literally don't know. But we hope that we'll have the best performance of all. Now we focus on the Premier League. Remember, I told you that I was gonna do something in the Facebook page. There were a lot of delays and postponing, which I can now confirm that tomorrow it goes live. Not sure what time, but it goes live. It's gonna be interesting. I'm calling it the Premier League Theory Show, if I may say. Yeah, Theory Show. It's gonna be amazing. You might wanna check it out. That's for sure. Let me see if I can put it down there in the screen so that you can go check it out. Anyway, let me remove this. It's looking like it's gonna be an interesting week. That's for sure. By the way, the page that I'm gonna put the page that I put first, it was the group of the Football Connect. So you might wanna check it out if you haven't, and go like that 201 people have joined now. Now I'm gonna be putting on the screen the Facebook page of the Football Connect. If you didn't know, this is the Facebook page of the Football Connect. It's an interesting page. It seems like there are messages that I actually have to go check it out, but I'll do so later on. But there's the page, guys. Go check it out. There's gonna be an interesting show, like I said. Seems like Facebook are asking a lot of questions. I can't invite friends right now, but let me see. Anyway, let me see. I think it's still on stream. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh, there's my friend. This man, me and this man, we've been crying a lot about Arsenal. But anyway, it's not a story to talk about now. Oh, I can't see the reminder that was set here, but it was important, guys. It was really important. Anyway, guys, it's been a blast. That's the Football Connect and the page and the group. You did see them all, so you can go check it out so that you never miss when we go live. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If I missed anything out, please let me know. By the way, I have to remind you the Premier League show is back tomorrow. I'll be covering it so that we can go prepare for the watch alongs and whatever we're gonna cover in the Premier League next week. We focus on the Premier League now. It means that for the first time, clubs boys are actually going to rest for about 6 or 7 days before they play that game. After the game that they're playing against Fulham, that's a good thing. So thank you very much for watching, guys. This has been Sam, and I've had a blast talking to you and just giving my thoughts. And I want to hear your comments in the comment section, so you can leave whatever you think in the comment section and whatever that's going to happen. And united, go work on yourself, people. I'm walking away. Goodbye. We meet again soon.